Welcome back to BrickTalk. Lots of new things to discuss. I also got some new glasses.
Love them. What's going on, everybody? We got more deals that we're going to talk about. We picked up some more stuff since our last video.
So a little bit of a secret weapons set. We've discussed this a couple of times. Target put this for Cyber Monday down to 40% off your exotic pink parrot.
I had already picked some up, and I picked some more up at this price. Target graciously price matched the ones I already picked up. This is, like you said, Target exclusive. I love it. It's a good Creator 3-in-1 animal. Did you see the new releases? Tons more Creator 3-in-1 animals, which I think is going to serve this one well. But this one's got the 2-year shelf life. The original exotic parrot, the blue one, is not a Target exclusive. It has a 3 or 4 year shelf life. Yes. Excited about this one.
Yeah, we have the new tan rabbit coming out, which I think is going to push some people away who don't want a tan rabbit. They want a white rabbit, and there's going to be increased demand for the Creator 3-in-1 white rabbit retiring at the end of this year.
You didn't say, did you pick any of these up though?
I did not buy any more of these, but I did price match my 45 or so that I've already ordered.
Nice.
At the same time as this sale, we had Invisible Hand for 40% off.
Yes, I picked up one. Personal collection because it's not retiring at the end of this year. I really want to build these midi scale ships. And you know what? I'm going to pop the tabs and get this open while we're on screen because this one is getting built.
Resale value ruined.
I know, but personal build. Still the plastic bags, no paper bags yet. I wonder when that's coming. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been about 4 years. I'm still waiting on my first paper bag.
So, yes, I was very excited, but since it's not retiring, not picking it up for investing yet, we'll get another shot at it.
Yeah, we'll be talking about this set and some other 2025 retirees coming up soon in January. Next, we have the Phantom Menace 6-pack Brickhead. When this set first came out, we were like, I wonder if it'll go 30%. Turns out it's gone 40% off from Shop at Home. I picked up one of these for personal. With the debacle of last year's Battle of Endor Heroes, I think a lot of people are cool on this, and I've honestly increased my rating since now we can get this for 40% off.
I'm even considering not picking much of this setup because of last year's Battle of Endor Heroes, which means a lot of people are likely to do the same, which means that the supply is going to be less on this one than last year's, which means I'm going to have invested in the wrong one. I did not pick any up at this price. It's still available on back order. I actually am going to get some because they've got that new Christmas GWP that's out right now. I don't think it's great. It's going for about $25 after shipping and fees on eBay, but I am going to pick some of these up.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about that Nutcracker. It just doesn't strike me as that desirable. And there's so many Christmas GWPs. What really makes that one special? We looked at the same phenomenon last episode when we saw the chicken hen house did not perform. So then nobody bought the otter habitat, which has gone to the moon. $10 set a year after retirement, going for $40 on Amazon. Hold up, give me a straight answer. Do you even own any of these?
So I do own some. I own 4, but I did not buy any this time. I bought 4 and I think they were at full price, but it was when they were doing GWPs galore and double points, and I'd like to get 6 more of them at this price.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look deeper into the supply and demand, and I might load up as well. It'll be interesting to see, does this remain 40% off with zombie stock through April, like those Endor Brickheads?
That's what I'm worried about, but it seems like other Brickheads are selling out much earlier this year, so I'm going to guess less on the zombie stock on this one too this year.
We have the Palace of Agrabah in this mini Disney castle style. Pass.
Pass. I already have 2 at the 40% off from before with a couple of GWPs, and I wanted one for personal collection. It's one of my favorite movies from being a kid. It was right in my time frame wheelhouse.
506 parts for $24. That's a really good price per piece, and especially these gold lacquered parts. I love the color. I love it myself, but I'm not drawn to this. It's not a piece of my childhood, and I'm not really a Disney fanboy, so pass.
Well, I just like the fact that Disney's done, I think, 5 now of these. It hasn't caught on yet, kind of like the dioramas. And I saw somebody's comment on our last video, and I thought it was a good one about why the dioramas are not doing well. They're like, hey, at the end of the day, most of these Star Wars sets are still getting played with by kids, and it's hard to play with the dioramas. Your audience is a little more narrow, and good point, because you and I were talking last episode about how it's the ships that do real well. Well, adults want to collect ships, but also kids want to play with them. Mini Disney castles and palaces, hard to play with. They're purely a display piece, so a much narrower market.
I have a theory that's completely unscientific that once Lego builds down to a certain scale, it's not attractive anymore. It's not a broad enough appeal, and they don't do well as investments. I'd be interested in exploring this more or actually getting some data, but this is just my hunch.
I've never been overly excited for Hogwarts Castle and Grounds for investing, but because of what you just said, I'm now going to even watch it closer.
Oh, as a potential negative.
Exactly.
I am a bit embarrassed to say that I took a screenshot of this deal, but I forgot to purchase any. The McLaren 2-pack retiring this year, $35 MSRP, went for 34% off. That's $23. $10K bought in the last month. This is a sneaky good set. Mercedes 2-pack has been everywhere, and and I think has more mentions and enthusiasm than this. It definitely has more mentions. I'm not sure about the enthusiasm. This is flying under the radar. It's a strong seller, even stronger when they put it on a discount like this. I just brain farted. I wasn't thinking, and I'm going to probably miss this set out mostly since I only have a handful.
Yeah, I only have a handful too. I didn't get any more at this price. There was just too much going on.
So we're just confirming more and more. Undersupplied, folks. There's only 20 some odd sellers of this set, quickly moving up to like $47. So before fees, that's a double. After fees, you're already doing well. Now coming up next here, Kevin, this is going to be a fun one because you were high on this set and I have never been. Prisoner of Azkaban Brickheadz 5-pack, $50 MSRP. It's 20% off. You can get it for $40. I said it the first time we mentioned this set, I ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole.
I was only high on it at 40% off because I was figuring both the Harry Potter and Star Wars multi-pack, more than 2 Brickheadz figures, would go to 40% off like they did last year. So I'm surprised this one only went at 20% off. And it's already back up to full price on Lego.com. That's crazy. Like, is it selling well? Usually when Brickheadz hit a discount, they just stay on the discount or maybe even get a better discount until they go out of stock. And we're not far removed from Black Friday and it's back up to $50.
I don't know. We have the Cruella and Maleficent Brickhead 2-pack, also on 30%. Usually Brickheads are a pretty steady performer, and if you get them on a discount, you'll usually be able to turn a profit. But I looked at the eBay prices on this. It is not going anywhere fast. Selling for $15 on eBay. After fees and shipping, you're going to be not making a profit on this, whatever price you got it at. So probably steer clear of this one.
There aren't many Disney villains Brickheads. The ones that are out there are doing decent, but yeah, I think these are going to be a longer hold time. I did not pick up any more at this price.
You know what I've realized, Kevin, is when you say longer hold time, what you really mean is subpar investment.
What I mean is that it seems like all Lego eventually turns some ROI, but if it's a long hold time, then probably it wasn't worth the wait.
Next up, we have the Lego exclusive Dreams Village. Now, this is a little bit of a sneaky exclusive. It's the only Dreams set from this first wave to be Lego exclusive, and this fact went unpublicized for a long time on YouTube. Now the secret's out. I'm not just revealing it now. It's been out for a couple of months. This is a Lego exclusive, and looking a few months ago, the eBay prices were pretty solid. At 40% off, even if those prices don't move or even come down, you're going to be profitable. I personally passed on this. I don't own any Dreams sets, but if I were to pick one up, it would be this, and you can't beat 40% off from Shop at Home with additional bonuses on top.
I passed 2 so far, but I think I'm going to grab 2. But I do have the Nightmare Shark Ship. I have 4 of those at 50% off from Walmart, I think about 3 months ago now. That one I'm excited about.
Yeah, of the Dream sets, I think that Shark Ship is my favorite as well, but because it's gone nationwide in-store Walmart clearance, I don't mess around with Walmart clearance, so that means I'm playing it with a disadvantage, which means it's better for me to sit that set out and focus my energy elsewhere. This Dreams Village set is really cool though. The floors pop off and the different roofs are sort of interchangeable. You can play with it that way. This set combines and stacks modularly in many different ways. So it's a really cool set. I almost would pick up my limit at $18, but I'm just about out of cash and I want to be really, really sure about the remaining pickups I'm making this year. Next up, we have another Harry Potter Brickheadz. This is a 2-pack Kingsley, Shacklebolt, and Nymphadora Tonks. Can't believe I said those right. Looking at this 2-pack, it doesn't seem to be doing well, despite the fact it's a Lego Store exclusive Brickhead. How many people really want to go out of their way to collect these 2 kind of fringe characters?
Yeah, I passed on this one. I've been saying I'm passing on all the Harry Potter Brickheads, except possibly Prisoner of Azkaban all year long, which means I did pass on Cedric Diggory and Malfoy, and that one did go out of stock earlier than expected, and so it is starting to look like a good investment. It seems like the secondary market supply is going down, the demand is starting to come back up on Harry Potter, so I think getting back into Harry Potter sets in general over the next couple years could work out, but these Brickheads, I was bored by them, so I skipped them.
Another good one here, we have the Hoopty. Other retailers have put it at 30% off, which is $63, but Lego has jumped in front and gone to 40% off, $54. And the minifig value alone on this is something like $35 or $45, so you're pretty much getting this god-awful ship for free.
Yet, talking about this set is still wasting my time. Don't talk to me unless it's 70% off. It's junk.
Just don't come for the Lego designer like you did a few episodes ago. Another fun one to discuss, the Endor Speeder Chase diorama, widely available at many retailers, but Lego itself has put it 30% off. $56 is still too much for this, even with gifts with purchase on top. I sound like a broken record at this point. Dioramas, not it.
Just like last year, unless I can get them for 50% off, I'm passing on the dioramas. I still love them. I clearly have to accept my fate that these are not a good investment. Oh well, but I still personally like building them. I mean, heck, I've got that one right there. So they're a lot of fun for us adult collectors, but the proof is in the pudding. The data's bad on the dioramas, unless it's 50% off.
In addition to price growth, we also have to think about liquidity, and it seems like the sales volume in the marketplace is pretty slow on dioramas. So even though they're not the most hoarded, comparatively they are over hoarded to the demand that exists. I'm steering clear, man.
No, they'll be great. Just a long hold time.
Next up, the Pumpkin Farm, $40 MSRP for 257 parts. Legos put it 40% off. Pretty standard year and change Minecraft shelf life. I didn't pick any of these up.
Me neither. I'm only getting the Sword Outpost. I got those at 50% off equivalent at Kohl's a couple of months ago, and I'm good.
And at the time, I had not picked up any Sword Outpost, but that is now changed with Cyber Monday. I picked up 2 because one got canceled. So I own 2 of the Sword Outposts at also right about 50%. Next, this Lego exclusive carousel ride.
I think it's sneaky good. I think this will be going for $40 in a year and a half.
Sneaky Lego exclusive. So it has that going for it. $25 MSRP, 30% off. Yeah, I could see it doing okay. I almost picked a couple of these up to bump myself over the threshold to get the gift with purchase recently, but just decided not to add another SKU.
I love this one though, because we've got the Fairgrounds collection from the past, some larger sets in there. People do have some amusement park layouts. Those are larger, and which means there's going to be some, white space or empty space in the middle of those. So filling them in with some smaller rides, I think is great. I wish that Lego would do a few more of these little flat rides to fill those in. So if Lego could come out with 2 or 3 more little flat rides like this, they are so versatile. I think there would be a lot of demand for them.
That's a really good point about the Fairground collection being large entries and leaving a little gap with the small sets. Next up is a set that I do like for investment, the Monkie Kid's Cloud Airship. Now, I'm ashamed to say I picked up some of these at full price with a gift with purchase earlier this year, so now they hit 30% off. I did order a couple more. Monkie Kid is a theme that has low liquidity, low sales volume, at least in North America, and that's really important to me. When I'm thinking of which sets to buy, I want to be thinking of where will I sell them and which marketplaces will have the best margins. Does determine where I send my sets. Due to the recent Amazon shenanigans, both of us are having to rethink this a little bit. We'll discuss this later on in another episode, but both of us are temporarily done selling on Amazon, and that certainly throws a wrench into things. Fortunately, Monkie Kid does really well even on eBay and on other marketplaces, so I'm still picking up Monkie Kid sets, especially at a great discount like this.
Monkie Kid theme is really fun because there are going to be some winners, and I think there's enough choices that you have room to dabble, try a couple of different options. So you're going for this one. I'm not going for it because I think it's just too weird of a design and build, but maybe too weird is actually better. Like I'm steering clear of the Monkie Kid mechs at this point. They're just too run of the mill. So you could be onto something with this one, but I did pick up a different Monkie Kid set that we will get to, but it wasn't this one.
I have a small idea of what that one might be.
I'm sure you do.
Other than a few Amazon exclusives, all Monkie Kid is Lego exclusive, so that severely constricts the aftermarket supply. I agree it's a weird looking ship, but I like that it's a smaller price point. If we look at past Monkie Kid, some of those lower price point sets have been amazing performers, like that red jet we talked about a year ago.
Well, you're selling me. I might actually go for a couple of these. You never know.
Don't put my name on it. You got to own your own choices, man. This was a pretty easy choice for me to make. The Lieber crawler crane that we discussed way back on episode 3 of the podcast has gone 30% off at Amazon for a Black Friday deal. I don't even think I need to ask Kevin, but did you pick any of these?
Nope.
This set is currently scheduled to retire at the end of 2025, which would be kind of a short shelf life. So we'll talk about this soon in the coming months.
Like I said in episode 3, I think this one has some potential, but I also said it's got to be on a good discount. So right here at $490, that's getting in the arena of a good discount.
But it's not a good enough discount to make you buy this a whole year ahead of schedule.
No. But, this set is like crossing almost out of a just solid Lego set and into like a structural engineering, piece of equipment. This thing is robust. I mean, the supply is going to be minuscule on the secondary market, but I could see some companies, engineering companies, construction companies wanting this set for display in their office. I could see universities wanting to pick up some of these sets. So I think there's going to be some interesting demand on this.
So last time on the podcast, we predicted that the office would sell out with Walmart Plus members and the general public would have no chance. But wouldn't you know it, that did not happen. We were wrong again. So now that this has gone for $70, I think anybody who picked it up full price, Kevin, going to be in for a world of hurt.
How many did I pick up at full price? I don't even remember at this point. I think 3. I think I have 9. I think I picked up 3 at full price, 3 at Lego.com with the books are my passion GWP, and then I did get 3 more at this price. Are you saying that in your region this did not sell out quickly while it was still for Walmart Plus members?
It did sell out, and then I think they added stock once it hit the general public period, and then sold out very quickly again. And then I missed it all those times, and I just said, well, shoot, I'm going to be in for my offices at full price. I was planning on sitting this out. I just got lucky, refreshed the page. They had just restocked 2, placed my order for 2 of these at $70. Feel very good about that. And a minute later, it went out of stock.
Awesome. So you did get some. Yes, because in my region, it did go out of stock, I think, within the first hour.
Of course, we never give financial advice on this channel. It's your money and your responsibility. Always do your own due diligence. On deals like this one, what I decided to do was just skip the 2% Rakuten to make sure I get the deal, because it's selling out within seconds, going in and out and a few minutes later. And even if a large restock comes in, it was gone within minutes. Moving over to Target now, we had the Great Vehicles Tractor, $20 set. Target had it for $16, and then they took the discount off of $16. So you could get a $20 set for $9.59. Very good deal. I like this set a lot. Very charming, unbranded. One concern I do have for this set is last year, Walmart put out a Great Vehicles pack 2-in-1. This set was paired with another $20 set and sold for $20 together. So you could get them half off a year ago. Now you can get them half off now. That's a little concerning, but I do really like this set.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I've got 6 at half off right over there. That's all I'm going to get, but they're fun little sets. I like the tires on the back of that tractor. It's awesome.
Well, we all know Lego, #1 tire manufacturer in the world.
That's true. Ooh, what's this? Lego Leak 2025 Summer Wave Details for Speed Champions. It says we're getting a Hellcat, a Huracan, a GT3 RS, a Porsche Porsche 911 GT3, and a Bugatti. Awesome. I was worried that we were only going to get 12 Formula Ones.
A Hellcat. That's gonna do amazing, even though it's Dodge.
I'm excited about the Huracan. That's pretty sweet. Porsche 911. We get a lot of those. I know a lot of people don't like Bugattis. I'm curious to see an 8-stud wide Bugatti. I think that'll be cool.
Next up, another sneaky good set. This Creator 3-in-1 Supersonic Jet, $20 Creator set from Target. Looks pretty innocuous, but the out-of-stock performance on this set is really, really promising. It's been undersupplied its whole life. When out of stock, it sold as high as $25, $30, I think even over $30. So if you can pick this up for $12, amazing price, and you'll likely double your money on any platform you sell. Unfortunately, I missed out.
I saw it. I just didn't pick it up because it was just another SKU, and I was running out of space and funds, and it's just like, you can't get them all. But yeah, I think this one, it will turn into a $25, $30 set pretty easily.
Also at Target, going out of stock very fast, this Indiana Jones fighter plane chase. I missed this at Target, but Amazon did copy this sale almost, and I picked up 3 copies at $21.99.
Unfortunately, on Amazon, limit of 3, and you can't do multiple orders. So I got 3, but my wife is also the proud owner of 3 of these. So we got 6.
I was thrilled to pick this up because before this sale, I didn't own any Indiana Jones sets. Of course, there's the fighter plane, there's the Temple of the Golden Idol, and the 3rd Indiana Jones set retiring this year. It's the Escape from the Lost Tomb set, $40 MSRP, but you get like 600 pieces with that. Amazing value in the box. There's actually more to the structure behind this big wall. Did you pick any of these up?
Nope, missed it.
Me too, and so I wonder if this will end up being undersupplied more than the fighter plane.
Probably. I did pick up a few of these like 4 months ago at a Walmart. They were doing clearance on them, so I actually did get in on these. Not at $22.39. I think I was around $25, but I at least got some.
And the last Indiana Jones set retiring this year, this must have sold out really quick at Target. $88 for this $150 set is a great discount. 42% is pretty solid on any set, but especially an expensive one like this. And early indications are that this is already going for MSRP or above. On Amazon, it's up at $190. So I think this one is going to do well.
I agree. It's so mean of Target to do that because, there is basically no chance of getting this set at that price. So it's just dangling out there, teasing us.
My theory is that they don't know what they're doing. They left some profit on the table, giving this for $88. Next up, a big oddball set. I don't think it's ever been mentioned.
I don't even need to look it up. It has never been mentioned. It shouldn't be mentioned. It's a parts pack. Wasting my darn time with this set.
This is a really weird set because you build the modules, like the circles, the different shapes, and then you can rearrange the modules. It's weird. I encourage everybody to check out the brick set review of this set.
I love the idea that Lego tried it. It's something different. Go for it.
I'm also not mad at it. I don't love the result, and I would never be interested in having this in my house out of its box. But if we look on eBay, selling pretty close to MSRP, around 40, recently closer to $45. It's not the best set, but it's also not Ash's Cottage.
You had to go to Big Head for that too, didn't you?
Next up, the set that just will not die. Been out since 2016, almost 9 years ago. Great set, not retiring, so I didn't pick any up.
Same with me. We'll get similar deals when it is supposed to be retiring, and when it is, I will be picking this set up. I don't care how long the shelf life is. The demand for the New York skyline will be forever.
And a question that we get sometimes on our videos is, hey, I found this great set. It's not retiring, but it's 50% off or 60% off. Should I pick it up? If you're planning on buying that set and holding it a whole extra year, if you're trying to grow your money, that's not the way to do it. Now, what you could do is pick a set up during its shelf life and flip it during its shelf life. And if you get it cheap enough, you can make money doing that. But generally speaking, I just let it go unless I want it for personal. Another city set on amazing discount is the 60378 Arctic Explorer Truck and Mobile Lab. This is a weird set, $75 MSRP, really steep. So this $36 price is actually over half off for this skinny set in a huge box containing not very much volume. I think this is sold as high as 90 on Amazon, went out of stock. So if you can pick it up for 36, I think this will be the rare city set over $10. That's a huge winner. But it went out of stock too quickly at Target and I missed it.
And there have been no mentions on my mentions and enthusiasm score table for this set. It is completely flying under the radar.
Next set, Ahsoka's T6 shuttle, just came out at the beginning of this year, not scheduled to retire. $45 though, or even $44 at Target is a really great price if you want this for personal. Not retiring, so once again, I didn't pick it up.
I didn't pick it up. We'll get more shots at it.
Next up, this Technic firefighting airplane. It's not $80, it's actually $100. So $48 for a $100 set, 52% off. I only found out about this set about a month ago, wasn't able to complete my research, and so I didn't pick any up.
I didn't pick any up this time, but I'm looking on my table because I did find a couple at Walmart. So I got two at $50. The two I picked up, one of the boxes was in really bad shape, and I like airplanes. As you guys know, I like racing in airplanes. So I said, I'm building it. So here I am. I'm in through bag one, and then it's been sitting like this for about a month. I need to get back on this one, but I am building it. It's a cool set.
Always bringing props in small head mode, Kevin.
Well, good enough.
Next up, we had the Taj Mahal that we were so happy to get for $67, drop all the way down to $57. That's over half off for this set, originally $120. We talked about this just the last time on the podcast. I'm happy at $67. I'd be even happier at $57. Yet again, this sold out really quick.
I mean, I don't even think I saw this one in stock. I think for at least where I was, I think this went on sale and was already out of stock.
Next up, we have a pretty large Minecraft set, the Iron Golem Fortress. This is a $110 set and Target was selling it for $66. Also sold out really, really quick. Earlier in its shelf life, I looked at the eBay performance on this and it wasn't very impressive. So I'm a little surprised to see it going over at MSRP now. I missed out on this, but I think even if I'd seen it at 66, I don't know if I would have had the guts to pull the trigger.
Too many SKUs, can't get them all.
Last year's Modern Treehouse, $120, I believe, hasn't done well at all, but it seems like we see a pattern here. Something doesn't do well, so nobody invests the next year, so it's undersupplied, so it actually outperforms the next year. The cycle continues. Next up, the City Submarine, down from $110 all the way to $66. I missed out on this, and even at this price, I'm not sure if I would have added the SKU.
I missed out on this, and I would have grabbed a couple of these. I like submarine sets. They're pretty cool.
I do like submarine sets, especially that Avatar submarine that we disagreed about. I haven't forgotten about that one, Kevin.
I know you haven't. I do own a few of those, by the way.
This sub in particular, I don't love. I do really like the shipwreck build with all those sharks, but that wasn't enough for me to pick this up. The City Ski and Climbing Center, this big old slope, $120 price. Target had it for $72. That's 40% off. Pass.
I picked up one.
Kevin, you can't keep adding SKUs.
Because it's going under the tree for my son. I know. Isn't that great? Last year, we took the kids out to Colorado for a skiing trip. We did one small skiing trip in North Carolina the year before, but that's, skiing on a little hill in a puddle, basically. So we took them out to Colorado. We went to Western Colorado, so we still kept it a small place, but the kids loved that. We had a blast. When my oldest son saw that set, he was like, that is the one I want this year. So I had to make sure I landed it, wrapped up under the tree, not investing in it.
That's an awesome gift, man.
Yeah, so DG, I want Legos for Christmas.
Okay. 3 30-second packs. Pancakes. I'm going to take 25 of them, squish them down to about this big. It's going to weigh what a bowling ball weighs.
We're going to hydraulically press pancaked Ahsoka battle packs.
That's the content we need to see on YouTube. Down here, we have the Atari video game console. We have debated this one heavily, but look at this. Of course, it sold out instantly, and I don't own any Ataris, and I'm fine with that.
I would have picked this up for personal collection.
Would have.
Should have. I didn't. Sold out too quick.
Well, the good news, KDX, is although you foolishly missed your chance to pick up this set at retail, it's going for far below retail on eBay. $180 here. None of these these are approaching the MSRP. In the most recent sales, $140 for a damaged box. I think you might still have your chance to pick this up for personal. Wah, wah. Phantom Menace Pod Race Diorama. Double thumbs down. $55 down from 80. This set just came out a couple of months ago, and it's already going over 30% off. Yeah, Diorama's not doing it.
I bet you didn't have that on your bingo card. KDX giving thumbs down to dioramas. This one I need 60% off to invest in.
Amazon also put some Christmas sets on sale. Both of these are approximately 30% off, but neither are retiring. But it is worth saying that because it's December as we record this, each of these are selling over $40K a month on Amazon. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. Still passing for me since they're not retiring yet.
The Commander Cody helmet was 40% off from Kohl's with further stacking. This is the second most mentioned set for investing this year, probably oversupplied, and unless you're getting the best price, not worth picking up.
Yep, I would pick it up at this price, but I already have, I think, 20. This is one I went pretty deep on because, as you know, DG, I don't go that deep. I go a little wider than you. After taxes, but also the 5% red card, it worked out to $39.50 from Target, but that has been a few months now.
I would also pick some up at this price, and when I say this price, I don't mean 42 out the door. I mean after the Kohl's cash gets used on more copies of the set to dilute the copies you paid for. I would want this set for about $35, and I'm not far off from that on my average. I also have about 20. The recycling truck has also been 40% off. I should have waited longer to pick up my copies. And again, this is from Kohl's, so it's 40% off with Kohl's cash on top, over 50% off by the time you're done.
I got two from Walmart at 50% off months ago. I'm happy with the two I have.
Kohl's also had another Harry Potter set, this Black Lake set with half underwater and half above the water. I couldn't make up my mind, so I just sat this one out.
I sat it out because it wasn't a great price. Also, I didn't want to deal with Kohl's the second time through. It didn't look like there were going to be good deals when the Kohl's cash became available to use. But I actually kind of like this set. I've just never seen it for the price that I would want to go in on it, which would be at least 50% off.
Another 40% off from Kohl's is this Creator 3-in-1 Shark. You already know I'm high on this set, and at $9 with further discounts, I just doubled down. I'm up to about 65 sharks.
Nice. I did not get any of these because I'd already bought a bunch from Kohl's the first go round when they did all the Kohl's cash and 15% rewards. And I know you, DG, got a bunch of these too, but Walmart did this 3-in-1 for $20. The shark is in there. And so I picked up 10 of this box right here and called it good. And I do like this little guy too. And then this one's not retiring yet. But yeah, I just decided that was enough of that shark set. I'm probably around half of your 60.
Great price. It's just a matter of how deep you want to go. And talking about that dinosaur, I think that is probably the best-selling Lego set ever, including right now. Guessing game, how many a month you think are selling on Amazon?
All right. I'm going to go 60,000.
I'm going to do 100,000. Let's find out.
100,000. If I am low at 60, I'm going to be really embarrassed.
All right, here we go. Lego Creator Dinosaur, 60,000. Right on the money.
That's pretty good. I did not cheat on that one. I've only cheated once at these games. And I owned up to it.
Yeah, you got caught, buddy. Oh, and just real quick, if we look, this is the #1 selling in toy building sets right now. So,
wow. Looks
like I was right and you were right. Next up, we had the second or third round. I can't even remember at this point. Walmart Plus deals. 4 sets here, 3 of them scheduled to retire. The Vader helmet, that's a pretty good price, but not retiring. Looking here at the Fender, 120, and you could have got it down to 70. Pretty good deal. Of course, we have the Millennium Falcon, the Playscale Falcon. We've talked about this set. $100 is a pretty dang good price if you'll do a short hold, move them out. Don't get stuck with them, Kevin.
All right, fine.
And the biggest hitter of all, the Walmart exclusive Creator 3-in-1 Birdhouse. It is the year of the bird between the pink parrot and this set. $30 Birdhouse set. You could have got it for $16.
I missed this completely. I didn't realize this was on sale. I haven't seen a Birdhouse in stock or in one of my Walmarts in months. When they did clearance 4 or 5 months ago, I got 5 of them for half price, was thrilled, and I've totally missed it. It's been a busy couple of weeks lately.
Yeah, it has. At least you got them at a good price, and I think even if you got them at less of a great discount, I have high hopes for this set. Last year, Walmart famously put the Winnie the Pooh set for 50% off with no quantity limits, so it sold out within minutes. A lot of these sets did come with quantity limits, but the Birdhouse didn't, or I think the limit was 25.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Now, I don't know why they do the things they do. I just take take advantage when I see an opportunity. A bird set that I'm a little bit less thrilled about is the macaw parrots. We've talked about this before on the podcast. Target had it down from $60 to $38, so that's about 35% off. In the past, you've been a little bit high on this set, and I do think it displays well, but looking at the supply and demand, it's not the most encouraging.
Yeah, supply and demand isn't most encouraging, but at this price, I did not get any, but at this price, I think it has runway.
So if you missed the Fender Stratocaster for $70 from Walmart, you could have got it $84 on Amazon. This is Cyber Monday deal. This also sold out quite quickly. I've been looking at the guitars all year, and I just decided not to go for it.
So I still want to go for it. I'm hoping. And so I'm still on the sidelines watching this one, even though I like it. But I did pick up one from Barnes & Noble. I got the 10% membership discount. I got the 15% of triple stamps. And I got one of this unique Barnes & Noble gift with purchase. Not that I think this will do well. I just thought it'd be fun to have a Barnes & Noble GWP. And so I decided to get it from Barnes & Noble. And that set is the one that my youngest son put high on his, or top of his Christmas list. So I've been watching it, and I decided instead of saving a few extra dollars, I thought it would be fun to have this and see what it's like having one of these.
Well, you might actually change your mind once you see the values on that gingerbread lane. I have seen that selling for $30 to $40, which is a far cry from last year's Barnes & Noble exclusive, Santa's Fireplace. Now, why didn't this perform? It's just as charming. It's a nice corner. And for some reason, this didn't do well at all. They're selling around $15 or $20 on eBay.
But you're saying the one that I got's going for $30 or $40?
It might come down as people receive them. I ordered also from Barnes & Noble during the same triple stamps promotion. This set right here, the Jazz Club, at 25% off. So I got a great deal, and I didn't qualify. I guess it had sold out.
Oh, no. Getting that already on discount and then adding the triple stamps and the membership, that's a good deal on that one.
It's pretty good. Out the door, about $65.
Well, now that I know the value of this, I will be listing it right after we hang up on this episode.
Well, right. I'm in at 65. I could be in at 35. Come on, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
In case you missed the deals earlier this year, the dried flower centerpiece was 30% off. I didn't bite because I got a bunch at 32 and at 28.
Same. I don't have as many as you, but I got my few, I don't know, 8 or 10 of them at better than this price.
And then this weekend, as we record this on December 7th, LEGO put a couple more sets on sale, including this Orient Express, which just came out this year on 20% off. What's going on with this?
It's not powered?
It's still much too early to consider this set for investment, so I'm not even going to waste my analysis on it. Let's move on.
I'm probably never going to invest in it because it's not powered.
Wow, you're really a one-issue voter here.
One-issue voter.
We also have the Boba Fett Microfighter, 20% off from LEGO. That's a little unusual. And to go along with it, all 3 retiring mechs at 20%.
I already have a bunch of the microfighters at, I think, around $6.50. So no more of those unless they go for $5. And I still want more of the mechs, but I'm waiting for them to be $10. At least 30, if not 40% off.
I'm the same way. I've come around on the mechs a little bit, especially the Stormtrooper mech. I would also pick some up at $10, but when you're holding out for a price like that, it can be tempting to think the clock is running out. I just need to pick it up, and you might pay 20%, and then the next day it goes to 40 or 50%. All right, getting down to the end, a couple of very surprising Brickheadz on 20%, including Legolas and Gimli.
You know how I feel about the licensed Brickheadz. I think these are great. I've already got some of these. I paid full price for all the ones I got, but it was when we had double points and GWPs, so I made out well on these, and I would definitely get more.
I don't think this 20% is because of a lack of demand. I think it's just LEGO trying to clear out inventory for the new year's sets. And then to close off, I found it interesting that they put the 332nd pack at 20%.
Well, I mean, it's been 40 or 50% off after stacking deals and promos at a few different places. Now, I think LEGO was like, hey, if we're going to sell our inventory, we got to do something.
Well, this something is not enough for me. I've got my fill at 40% off, so I'll pass on this.
I'm looking on my other monitor here, and the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline is still on the Brick Fanatics retirement list. But the consensus is that it's not retiring at the end of this year. year.
I look at the BrickTalk list myself, and it's not on there.
I know.
So that's interesting that the discrepancy has gone this late. That's a great set, and I have a feeling we're going to talk about it a lot this next year. Foolishly, I picked some up at the end of 23, so I'm 2 years early. It's only 4 copies or so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. But between this set being the first ever Nissan, it having movie appeal, Paul Walker appeal, this just has investment written all over it. I really don't think this is going to retire this year, and if I miss it, I miss it, but I'm 99% sure it's sticking around.
So that's how I'm feeling, but if the price is right, I'm going to grab some, except that I'll store them for an extra year to make sure that I don't miss it.
Well, you could pick up 1 or 2 for yourself and not miss it that way, but I wouldn't go in deep on this unless I was pretty sure.
Yeah. Most of what we talked about, you and I did not pick up, but I have a few sets that I picked up that you did not capture screenshots of. So let's hit those. I'm curious what you did with them.
Really drumming up some FOMO here.
There's a couple you're going to FOMO. So based on last podcast, you convinced me to pick up just 2 of these. I think you also did. And they were 20% off. And I was a little bit hesitant. But if you remember, came with GWP, this retro record player and the winter holiday train. When I did my video, I knew I was being conservative, but I said, hey, let's assume $35, 15 for the train and 20 for the record player. I've sold a few record players at $50 on Facebook Marketplace, and I've sold a couple of trains. I sold 3 of them, 2 at 30 and 1 at 25. And so call it 50 and 25. That's $75. So 160 multiplied by 2 is 320. Knock off the $75. Pretty good.
That's right around $122 per space shuttle before VIP points or credit card cashback or Rakuten.
So I started you out with a softball that you hadn't talked about in your list, but I wanted to give you credit and let you know that I got these, and I'm excited about the 2 GWPs. I actually have a couple more of the holiday trains left. But now for some FOMO, a set that I picked up, the Dragon of the East Palace. We already talked about Monkie Kid. You went for a different one. I went for this one. Retails at $190. I got it for $133, which is 30% off. And it also came with those 2 GWPs. Well, I had to add other stuff, but I got the GWPs to go with it. I got 2 of these, and I am super excited about the final buy-in price on these because last year's Monkie Kid
Heavenly Realms.
Yep, you got one, is doing well. And this set, I've talked about it before. It is in my power rankings video. I'm not going to source a bunch of them because it's hard to find enough buyers. You know, these are not flying off the shelves on the secondary market. But what a design, what a beautiful set. And I did finally hit a good Monkie Kid before it sold out on discount with GWPs. I'm pumped.
Congratulations on your achievement. You've graduated. You're now a real Lego investor. No, just playing. You hit it right on the head. These Monkie Kid sets are a small audience, but also a very small supply. So much so that it's hard to even find sales data on them. You've been talking about this set all year, and I've been covering my ears. La 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 la. Don't want it. Not good. Not as good as the Realms. But now that it's off to its start in retirement, it does look to be sold out. I guess we're going to see if maybe I will have some FOMO. And at 190, I wasn't as thrilled. But to actually get this for 30% off plus additional discounts, you're going to do amazing on this.
Early next calendar year, we'll do some, way too early analysis on set performance, see if anything burst out of the gate right after it retired. We're going to have to look at this one and see if it's doing anything in a couple of months.
Yeah, and what's interesting, KDX, is a lot of the really high price point sets like this and even higher, the $400 Shadow Box, is off to a great start in retirement. It's going for $700, $800, $900 on eBay just a month after disappearing off shelves. But I do have to claim some credit because I have championed the UCS AT-AT all year long. It just sold out at Lego and it's going for over $1,000 on eBay. Watch out, folks.
All right, DG. So I gave you my one FOMO set. It'd be fun to see how that one does. But now I want to talk about a few sets I'm still hoping go on sale that I have not picked up yet either. I've missed out on the discount or they just haven't hit the discount that I'm looking for yet. All right, and I'm swinging big with this first set. Target exclusive, Princess Leia Bouche. Yes, it's been on a 20% discount. That's not enough for me on helmets. Last year's Dark Trooper Target exclusive went to, I think, almost 40% off. I know it was in the low 40s, so I was holding out for Princess Leia Bouche. I've heard some rumors, maybe on Discord, that some places, I think in store, had some of these for $40, but my stores have been out of stock for darn near a month now.
Yeah, in the Ignite Discord I've been following closely, this has been going for $44 and change.
In store though, right?
In store. I think you could price match an online purchase.
I actually have none of these, and it's one of my top sets. I was greedily waiting until at least got to $48, and now I'm worried that I might not have a shot at it all. What do you think? Is it going to come back?
I don't know. I hate to use the most overused example, but the TIE Fighter pilot helmet a couple years ago did sell out early December. And so will the boost follow suit? Who knows?
Man, I'd be disappointed if I missed out. That would be embarrassing. I've got all the data. I've been watching it. Didn't get it. But again, I wasn't going to want it at $56 anyway. So if that was my best opportunity, then that's just the way the game works sometimes.
There are so many other great sets to invest in. And this being the number one most mentioned this year just turns me off. I would like to get one for my personal collection.
Yeah, yep. I hear you on that. All right, let's talk about the typewriter for a second. Sold out a lot of places. I did see at my Target that they had it for $200 instead of $250. That was sold out. So I don't know if this is going to come back. This is a set that has not, I mean, it's an expensive idea set that has not had a lot of, flashy deals out there. A couple of isolated opportunities. But other than that, this is pretty much a full price set, and it is sold out at lego.com. I'm curious if we're going to get another opportunity. I think it's a good one if you can get on even a small 20% discount.
I love this set. I'm not 100%, but there's a possibility to me that one day this is $1,000 set.
Wow. Do you have any?
I have one.
Good.
And the fact that it never went below 200 is only going to help this.
Yep. So yeah, we might not get another shot at this one. There might be one or two out in the wild, but that's about it. Another Target exclusive, Wolverine's Adamantium Claws, hasn't gone on the greater than 20% discount. So I feel a little bit about this one like I do Princess Leia Bouche helmet, and it looks like it's sold out. We might not get another shot at it.
Yeah, earlier this year, this also went for $48 or $49, but it was short-lived, and the ones that I picked up are at this $56 price.
So I did get two at that $48 price. I was able to grab that one. At least I got a couple, but that might be it.
You got a better price than me, and I'm in for 3 at $56.
Be interesting to see if this one goes the way of Thor's hammer, or if it goes the way of what we think that the Captain America shield is going to do. I think this one is clean. I wish there was a little bit of yellow trim on it at the top of the glove. Other than that, I think it goes the way of Thor's hammer.
Well, if Thor's hammer is anything to go by, it will probably perform.
Especially now that we have the X-Men Mansion out on the market.
That's true. Isn't there a new X-Men movie or show coming out?
I forget what it is, but there's something coming out.
So if that coincides with this hitting its 1 year or 2 year mark on retirement, you could see a price bump. But if new sets come out, it could divert some demand. But I don't think they're going to do a new claw in the same style. So it's less of a concern than with a playset for me.
I agree. All right, so the small John Deere tractor, $35, sold out at lego.com. I wanted to point this one out because I did see 6 of these at a nearby Walmart just yesterday, but I didn't pick any up yet, but maybe there is still a little opportunity, a little bit of life. I'm going to keep my eyes out of my local Walmarts, and maybe they will put these on clearance to clear them out here later this month.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. This has been very hard to find, even at 20% off, and I don't know if it's ever been more than 20%.
So what you're saying is maybe I should have bought these at full price, but you always tell me, Kevin, don't buy sets at full price.
I think even if this becomes an amazing investment, it goes to $80, I still don't think you want to buy at full price.
Yeah. However, I might have considered buying one for myself because every time I look at this, I want it more and more. I don't like the trailer, other than the fact that it's good to have more John Deere yellow in here, but man, this tractor in Technic form is awesome.
The green does look pretty striking, and I picked up one copy at just 20% off.
All right, so DG, last set I've got for you is this Monkie Kid City of Lanterns. It is sold out on Lego. I don't think this one is coming back.
I did like this set a lot, but what I didn't like was that it's one of the few Monkie Kid sets that the community noticed and was talking about. And on a theme as small as Monkie Kid, that just scares me. I would hate to be stuck with these. But yeah, sold out at full price. That's a good sign. The track record of large price point Monkie Kid sets looks pretty solid, although we have had some losers. The Flower Fruit Monkey Mountain, I think it was, not off to a great start. Also, the big Amazon exclusive boat from the very first wave, not doing great either. I'm a little bit worried about this. I did not pick it up, but I know you've been talking about this for about a year.
Yep. So I only got my one because I wasn't going to pick it up at full price. I did get one. It was still a full price, but this was over a year ago. GWP's double insider point. I knew I wanted at least one for personal collection, so I pulled the trigger way back then.
I'm just amazed you got the Dragon of the East Palace for 30%.
Watch it flop.
We'll have to wait and see. So there have been some great deals available. I'm pretty much tapped out of cash, but the season is not yet done.
I'm close to tapped out of cash, but there's going to be a few more big hits before this year completely wraps up.
Feel free to leave a comment down below. We very much enjoy making these podcasts and keeping in touch with you guys through the comments. We'll be back with one more episode before the end of the year. As always, thanks for watching. Buy very carefully and have a great day.
Thanks a lot for watching. A lot of fun, DG. One more this year and then more in 2025. We're going to keep this rolling.